civil law, we can say the civil law, and also the codification, and also they call corpus juris civilis. Also, the DOF used as the basis for the formulation of the states of Germany. That is, for example, from the country use it, the continental European legal system, Netherlands, France, Italy, Latin America, Asia, and Indonesia. So Indonesia use this system. And the second one is we can say that Anglo-American legal system. So we can say that common law or unwritten law that India use this system, but not complete true. It's also known that they are writing legal sources. It's a positive legal system in North America, Canada, some Asian countries. So we can say that also Australia, England, United States of America use this system. This is number 3. We can say that customary law system. Indonesia, they still use this system because there's so many tribes in Indonesia, more than 27 tribes. So we have customary law for this system. And then also Islamic legal system. In Indonesia also, there's so many Muslims here, around maybe 80% we have a Muslim. So it's why we still use Islamic legal system. So we talk about KUHP, criminal law book in Indonesia. There are 3 kinds of this. The first one, book 1, we can say that this is the general rule of this. We can look and see in chapter 1 till 103. And then we can see in book 2, they talk about crime. They start chapter from 104 till 483. And the third one is book 3, the violence, that's about violence. The chapter starts from 189 till 569. Okay, the types of crime in criminal law book, we can say in Indonesia, in Bahasa KUHP, actually there are 2 kinds, principal crime and the second one, additional penalty. For the principal crime, there are 5 kinds of that. The first one, we can see that talk about death penalty, and then the second one, imprisonment, and the third one, criminal case, and the fourth one, criminal offense, and the last is about fines. How about the additional penalty? There are 3 kinds of this. The first one talking about revocation of certain rights, and the second one is about the confiscation of certain goods, and the last is about announcement of judge decision. Okay, and then the next, I think for the conclusion between the presenter 1 and the presenter 2, that this is about the differences on the system of criminal law between Indonesia and India. This is just only global, so a little bit I explain it, that we can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is Indonesia and that is India. Indonesia use civil law, India common law. And how about Indonesia? Indonesia use criminal law book, customary criminal law, and this is India using. So we can see from this slide. The conclusion of this explanation is criminal law system around the world have the same goal. So this is the first thing that we should know. We have different system, but between India, between Indonesia, we have the same goal. That is fighting for justice and upholding humanity. We still carrying, we still have the feeling of a human because we are still human being. So that is the big conclusion between Indonesia and India. We have the same goal, and also we still want to justice and still have a human being like that. Apply to criminal law system in Indonesia and India. And this is when I was in India, 6th International Conference on Fixing Existence, 2017 in Haryana. Thank you very much for the moderator. Ma'am Nurhasana, any questions?
Yes.
Of it?
Thank you, Mrs. Dr. Esti Royani, for your great presentation that give us information about the difference of system criminal law in India and Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Q&A session for about 20 minutes. For all the participants, if you have any question for the speakers, you can raise your hand and say your question, or you can type your question on room chat, and I will read them for you. Please mention your name and the name of the speaker that you want to ask. Okay, we already have about 3 questions. And I will read the first question is from Dr. Arini Sulistyowati from Surabaya, Indonesia. The question is for Dr. Esti Royani. And the question is, what are the weaknesses of civil law and common law system? Thank you. Please, Mrs. Dr. Esti Royani.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Aribi, because the subject of mine is about, we talk about civil law and common law, civil law in Indonesia and common law in India. So this is the best thing we should know, the differences between this. Even we have advantage, we have also the weakness. The weakness because civil law, they're very stiff. So this is the weakness of the judge. The judge must be obey the law. So if we have countries like now at the moment, Indonesia become grow up, you know, and also maybe in India also become a grow up country. We need like a judge must be like flexible to make decision of the case. We cannot strict just from the rule. That is one of the weakness of the civil law. And then the second one, judge only function to determine and interpret regulation. So without limitation. So they have authority straight away. Nobody can do like, oh, please don't do like that. Please don't do like this. This is a really very limitation of the authority of the judge. This is the weakness of the civil law. So how about the common law in India? I think because judges are given the freedom, we have freedom to make decision in the case, in the court. So it will be subjective elements, decision of the judge. Also the second ones of the weakness, the judges are given too much power in determining punishment, because in this case, judge, so they have so many powers. So judge can say everything, they judge can make decisions that they want. You understand what I mean? Is it okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Dr. Esti, for your answer. We have more 3 questions for Dr. Esti. The next question is from Devira Nursifa. And the question is for Dr. Esti. What is the function of criminal law?
Yeah. For this moment, we talk about criminal law. So we should know about the general function and specific function. For general function, the regulate social life, we have that organized governments in society. But the specific function, they have a function to protect legal interest against action with sanction. So we have sanction if someone make a mistake in this case, make a crime for this case, they can get sanction of this. This is we can say specific function, and that the nature way compared to sanction content of other branches of law. So we have 2 kinds of functions, the general and specific function for the criminal law. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dr. Esti, for your good question. And I will go to a question from Mr. Sakawar. The question is from Alex Chandra. And the question is there any correlation between continental law and common law? If we compare with Indian law so far, can you elaborate? Thank you, sir.
That's a really interesting question. Thank you. So I would say, as of today, there has been quite a strict departure from in the Indian context of how common law plays out. Say something like tort law, which is very strongly established or a strong fundamental of common law. And though it exists in India, it has had quite a departure because what was taught is more or less codified in a law in India today. So even if it's something like negligence, it maybe come from contract law, or if or they'll have specialized law about it. Even in negligence, criminally speaking, has been codified into the IPC. So therefore, I would say that there are elements apart from substantive provisions. Of course, there are elements which are common, but between a continental law and common law, and as common law is established in India. But today, there has been quite a departure from common law in India, though it has roots based on those principles. I hope I answered your question. If you want me to explain further, let me know.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kostup Sekawar, for your answer. And we still have two questions for Dr. Esti, I'm sorry. The question is from Indah Kurnia Sari. The question is, how about for a child who has not reached the age 16 in Criminal Act? What is the judge should do? Please, ma'am.
Okay. So what should judge should do in Indonesia? Normally, the first one, just can contact the parents of the children, and then also maybe they can contact the guardians of the children, and then this is the first one they should do, especially the judge. And the second one maybe can hand it to the government without being punishment. And the third one, we can still give the punishment. There are three kinds of options from the judge for this situation for the children under the age, around 16 under the age.
Okay,
thank you.
We have one last question from Henry to Mrs. Esti Royani. What are the advantages of civil law system? Thank you.
Actually, this is still have correlation with the weakness. There is a weakness, there is advantage also. So we should know what's the first one, the definition of the civil law first. After that, we can see the advantages of the system. So we know that the system are written and codified. So this is one of the advantages also. So that easy judge will be punish somebody or make a rule or make decision through the rule of the written or codified. This is the advantage, the first advantage. So, and also because this is a written and codified, so this is binding force each other. The law gains become binding force each other. The regulation also, they will still systematically arrange and codification. So also to achieve legal certainty, we should have for this case. And the third, maybe we can say that the source of law used by the law is from legislative power passed by the executive of this case. And the last is maybe the classification of the system, namely private law, that more private law and public law. So for this case, between the community and the states, and also that in public law, if there is a conflict between individuals in the community, is included in private law. There is advantage of the civil law, so we can connect with the meaning of the definition of the civil law. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Esti, for the answer. Okay, that is a Q&A session. Now we are heading to another section. For all the speakers, please give a final statement or maybe some advice for implementation of criminal law system in Indonesia or India, or maybe for global. Maybe Dr. Kadarudin, please first.
Yeah, thank you, moderator.